Hey guys, my name is Matt Reisinger. I'm a builder down in Austin, Texas, and I'm the host of the YouTube channel, The Build Show. I want to tell you 8 reasons why I really like rockwool insulation and why I chose it for my house that I just built for my family. First off, the name rockwool implies that it's made from rocks, and yes, that rock base for rockwool means that. Number 2, it also has some really good fire resistance. Rocks don't burn, and rockwool insulation gives you natural fire resistance on your house. This is a really big deal. Number 3, this is one of the only insulations that's vapor open, meaning you can actually drive through this insulation. This is especially important in those northern cold climates where you don't want a vapor barrier on the outside of your house. You know, you're going to use a vapor permeable house wrap. Why would you use an impermeable insulation on top of that? That rockwool on the outside is vapor permeable. You can move moisture through it. The next thing I like about rockwool is it's really easy to install. You don't need a lot of PPE. It cuts with a bread knife. It's really easy to friction fit this. And so even a novice who's not installed rockwool before can pick it up really quickly and do a top-notch job on their install. Okay, this is one that's a little bit different that I really like about rockwool, and that's that I can use spray paint on top of it. After my insulation's installed, but before the sheetrockers come, there's a lot of notes that I want to make. Hey, this wall is going to get this special type of sheetrock, or don't hang sheetrock here. If I had other types of insulation, I wouldn't be able to spray paint those things very easily. I'd have to make a sign. But with rockwool, because it's made from rocks, it's really easy to spray paint my notes to the sheetrockers and other trades about what I need done on that wall. Rockwool also has some amazing sound control qualities. So installing these on interior partition walls as part of a rated assembly, boy, this is a fantastic product. It's really, really quiet. And if you've ever been in the sound tunnel that Rockwool often takes to their trade shows, you are shocked by how quiet a Rockwool house is before that sheetrock goes up. It absolutely absorbs that noise and makes for a much quieter house. Next up, Rockwool is hydrophobic. Hydro meaning water, phobic meaning afraid of. This is like what happens to a duck. You know, if you've seen water run off a duck's back, that's exactly what happens with rockwool. They have a great display at their trade show booths which shows just water running off the rockwool. And a lot of people when they come assume that rockwool would just soak that up like a sponge, but no, rockwool is hydrophobic. That water is going to tend to run off. This is especially a big deal when you're talking about exterior insulations in a rain screen situation. So when you use that comfort board on the outside of a house and then an open-faced or a closed-face rain screen, any water that gets back there is going to want to naturally fall off and not absorb into that rockwool. And the last thing I want to mention, rockwool, because it's made from those heavy rocks, the particles that you know, maybe come off from this, if I shoved my hand on here, are so heavy that they don't stay airborne very long. They tend to fall out of the air very quickly. Whereas other types of insulation that are made from much lighter materials, for instance, you go in an attic, I always, when I go into an attic that has insulation on the flat, I always put a dust mask on because I very, very quickly can feel that getting into my lungs. And if you could see some light streaking into those attics, it feels like those particles are aloft for hours and hours. On the other hand, rockwool, where I used it in my attic, I put it in between my rafters, and every time I go in my attic, I don't feel anything. There's been no motion, there's been nothing that's hitting it, and those particles, if there were any in the air, they've all fallen to the floor, so my air is very clean. This is a side benefit that not many people understand. Guys, if you want to learn more, go to rockwool.com.